Cat Love Signs, 12 Hidden Ways Your Cat Shows Affection That Most Owners Miss. Could your cat be trying to tell you something you've never noticed? Every day, millions of cat owners search things like, how do I know if my cat really loves me? Or, why does my cat act so distant? Hoping to finally uncover the truth behind their pet's mysterious behavior. But the truth is, cats do show love. They just speak a language so subtle that most people miss it, even when it's right in front of them. In this video, you'll discover 12 hidden signs that prove your cat truly loves you and sees you as their favorite human. Stick around, because once you recognize these signs, you'll never look at your cat the same way again, and it might just change the way you love them back. Sign number 1, slow blinks, the silent I love you. If you've ever caught your cat staring at you with half-closed eyes, followed by a long, dreamy blink, you might have assumed they were simply tired. But this gesture is much more than that. In the feline world, direct eye contact can actually be a sign of threat. So when your cat looks into your eyes and slowly blinks, what they're really saying is, I trust you, I feel safe with you. It's the closest thing to a cat's way of saying, I love you. And here's a little secret. You can answer back in their own language. Try giving them a slow blink in return. If they respond with another soft blink, you've just shared a silent, heart-to-heart moment that most people overlook. It's a bond-building ritual that can transform the way you connect with your cat. Sign number 2, bringing you gifts, the trust test. Now, this one can sometimes be a little shocking. Imagine waking up to find a toy, a leaf, or even, brace yourself, a not-so-alive surprise at your doorstep. Before you scream, remember this. Your cat isn't trying to be gross or creepy. What they're really doing is showing you one of the deepest signs of trust. Cats are natural hunters, and in the wild, they bring back prey to share with their family. So when your cat brings you a gift, they're telling you, you're family. I care about you. I want to take care of you too. Not all cats do this, and many prefer to share harmless items like their favorite toy instead of, well, half a bird. But if your cat brings you something, no matter how small, treat it as a badge of honor. It means they've chosen you as someone worthy of their trust and affection. By the way, if you love learning about the secret ways cats show affection, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. That way you won't miss the rest of these signs. And believe me, the next ones are even more surprising. Sign number 3, sleeping on you, the ultimate vulnerability. Picture this. You're lying on the couch, scrolling on your phone, when suddenly your cat hops up, circles a couple of times, and then curls up directly on your lap. At first glance, it might just seem like they've chosen the comfiest spot in the house, but to your cat, this moment carries a much deeper meaning. Cats are naturally cautious. In the wild, falling asleep means being at their most vulnerable, exposed to potential dangers and predators. So, when your cat chooses to sleep on you, they are essentially declaring, I feel completely safe with you. You're my protector, my safe haven. Even more touching is when your cat kneads with their paws before settling in. That rhythmic pressing motion isn't random. It's a behavior carried over from kittenhood, when kittens knead their mother's belly to stimulate milk flow. If your adult cat does this on you before drifting off, they're showing that they see you as a parental figure, someone they love, trust, and depend on in the deepest way possible. So the next time your cat decides to nap on you, don't take it for granted. What looks like a cozy cuddle is actually a declaration of absolute trust. Sign number 4, kneading a heartfelt throwback to kittenhood. Let's dive a little deeper into this kneading behavior because it deserves its own spotlight. Have you ever noticed your cat pressing their paws into your blanket, your clothes, or directly onto you, almost like they're giving a mini massage? This is often referred to as making biscuits, and while it might feel funny, it's one of the purest signs of love. When cats were kittens, kneading was their way of bonding with their mother. It brought them comfort, warmth, and nourishment. As adults, They carry this habit into their closest relationships. If your cat kneads on you, it means you are part of their inner circle, their chosen family. But there's another layer. Kneading also releases calming pheromones from the glands in their paws, essentially marking you with their scent. In other words, they're not just comforting themselves, they're also claiming you in the sweetest way possible as theirs. Some cats purr loudly while kneading, others close their eyes and look completely lost in the moment. Either way, this act is loaded with affection and trust. And if you've ever wondered whether your cat sees you as more than just the person who feeds them, kneading is the answer. They're telling you, you are home. And as heartwarming as kneading is, wait until you see what happens when your cat decides to follow you everywhere you go. That's when their love turns into a shadow that never leaves your side. Sign number 5, following you everywhere, the silent shadow. Have you ever noticed that no matter where you go in the house, your cat somehow appears? You head to the kitchen and they're already sitting by the fridge. You go to your desk and suddenly they're sprawled across your keyboard. You even close the bathroom door and there they are, waiting right outside like a patient guardian. This isn't coincidence, and it's not just curiosity. Cats are independent by nature, but they don't choose to follow just anyone. If your cat acts like your shadow, it means they genuinely enjoy your presence and want to be near you. It's their way of saying, I feel better when I'm with you. Some cats even develop the habit of supervising their favorite person. They'll watch what you're doing, sit near you while you cook, or keep an eye on you while you relax. They may not wag their tail like a dog, but make no mistake, this quiet devotion is every bit as powerful. And if you've ever thought, why can't I get a moment alone? Remember, this is love. Your cat is choosing you over all the cozy napping spots in the house, simply because your presence is the most comforting one they know. Sign number 6, the language of the tail, joy written in motion. Here's a subtle but powerful sign most people miss, the way your cat uses their tail when you walk into the room. Unlike dogs, cats don't wag their tails wildly to show excitement, but they do have their own unique tail language. If your cat approaches you with their tail held high, especially if it has a little curve or quiver at the tip, it's a sign of pure happiness. They're essentially greeting you with the feline version of a smile. It's their way of saying, I'm glad you're here. Sometimes cats will even wrap their tail gently around your arm or leg, almost like a hug. This is one of the rarest and sweetest gestures of affection, a way of physically including you in their world. Tail language can also be a form of reassurance. When your cat flicks their tail softly while standing near you, it often means they're relaxed, calm, and content in your company. Pay attention to these little details, because they're hidden love letters written in body language. And the truth is, once you learn to read your cat's tail movements, you'll realize just how much they've been trying to communicate with you all along. But wait until you hear about the next signs, because they involve sounds and touches so personal, they can melt even the coldest heart. Sign number 7, the special Purrs, a song meant just for you. Everyone knows cats purr, but here's something most people don't realize. Not all purrs are the same. Cats purr for many reasons, when they're content, when they're seeking comfort, even sometimes when they're trying to soothe themselves in moments of stress. But there's a particular kind of purr, deeper, more rhythmic, that they reserve for the person they love most. If your cat climbs onto your lap, nestles in and starts purring in a way that feels steady and directed at you, it's not random noise, it's a love song. It's their way of telling you, being with you makes me feel calm, safe, and happy. Think of it as the feline version of a lullaby created just for you. Some cats even synchronize their purrs with touch, kneading, rubbing their head against you, or stretching out so their body is pressed close to yours. When these behaviors come together, it's an unmistakable declaration of devotion. So next time you hear that steady rumble, don't just smile and move on. Pause, listen, and let it sink in. You're hearing your cat's private symphony of love. Sign number 8. Love bites, gentle nibbles that speak volumes. Have you ever felt your cat give you a soft nibble on your hand or finger while you were petting them? Not an aggressive bite, but a tiny pinch that almost feels playful. This can be confusing if you don't know what it means, but in reality, these love bites are one of the sweetest ways cats show affection. In the feline world, cats groom and nibble each other as a sign of social bonding. It's how they build trust and maintain close relationships within their family group. When your cat gives you a gentle bite, they're treating you like one of their own. It's not meant to hurt, it's meant to connect. Of course, it's important to distinguish between a true love bite and overstimulation. A soft, controlled nibble that doesn't break the skin is affectionate. A harder, sudden bite paired with flicking tail or flattened ears means they need a break. Learning this difference is key to understanding your cat's emotional signals. But when you do experience a real love bite, cherish it. It means your cat trusts you enough to let their guard down completely. Now I want to hear from you. Has your cat ever done something that completely melted your heart? Maybe a gentle bite? A purr that felt different, or something else entirely? Share your story in the comments below. Your experience could help other cat lovers recognize the unique ways their pets show affection. Because as we're about to see, cats don't just talk with their paws or their purrs. They also have a hidden language of sounds that they use exclusively with the people they adore. Sign number 9. Talking to you a language just for humans. Here's a fascinating fact. Cats don't actually meow to each other in the wild. That's right. Meowing is something they've developed almost entirely for us. If your cat meows, chirps, trills, or even answers back when you speak, it means you've built a level of connection that goes far beyond feeding time. Some cats will carry on entire conversations with their favorite person. You say something, and they reply with a tiny chirp. You call their name, and from another room comes a soft meow as if to say, "I hear you, and I'm coming." This back-and-forth communication is a clear sign that your cat sees you not just as their human, but as their trusted companion. Even the tone of their meow can change depending on the message. High-pitched sounds are often affectionate or attention-seeking, while softer, longer meows can be a sign of deep contentment. Pay attention. You might be surprised at how much your cat has been saying all along. So if your cat chooses to talk to you, consider it one of the rarest and most personal signs of love. They've invented a whole language just to connect with you. Sign number 10. Showing the belly, the ultimate trust gesture. Few cat behaviors are as misunderstood as when a cat rolls over and exposes its belly. Many people see it as an invitation to pet, only to get scratched seconds later. But in reality, this gesture is about so much more than asking for a belly rub. For cats, the belly is the most vulnerable part of their body. It protects vital organs, and in the wild, exposing it would mean risking their life. So when your cat rolls over in front of you, stretching out and showing their stomach, what they're really saying is, "I trust you completely." Now, whether they want you to touch their belly or not depends on the cat. Some enjoy gentle strokes, while others simply want to show vulnerability without physical contact. Either way, the act itself is a declaration of deep affection. Think of it this way. Your cat is offering you their most defenseless position, knowing you won't take advantage of it. That level of trust is not given lightly. It's earned through love, patience, and consistency. So the next time your cat flops over and exposes their belly, don't rush to rub it. Instead, pause and recognize the powerful message behind the gesture. They feel safe with you in a way they don't with anyone else. And as intimate as showing the belly is, the next signs take things even further, because they reveal how your cat depends on you as their true anchor in daily life. Sign number 11, waiting by the door, proof you're their anchor. One of the most touching signs of love is when your cat stations themselves by the door before you even arrive. Some cats will sit quietly, others will meow or pace, and a few will even run to greet you the moment they hear your footsteps. This isn't just routine, it's anticipation. It's your cat showing that your presence is the highlight of their day. Even when you're just moving from one room to another, a cat that lingers by the doorway is silently saying, "I want to be near you. I don't want to miss when you come back." For an animal that's often described as aloof, this constant watchfulness is pure devotion. So the next time you open the door to see your cat waiting, remember, that's love in one of its purest forms. Sign number 12, calling out from another room, the most personal bond. Have you ever been upstairs or in the kitchen when suddenly you hear your cat meow loudly from the other side of the house? They're not lost, and they're not just bored. They're calling for you. This behavior is incredibly special because it shows your cat isn't just reacting to your presence. They're actively seeking it. When they cry out from another room, it's their way of saying, "Where are you? I need to know you're close." Some cats will even continue calling until you respond, proving just how much they rely on you for comfort. This goes far beyond ordinary behavior. It's the ultimate sign that you're not just a provider of food or shelter. You are their chosen companion, the one they feel incomplete without. Final reflection. Now that you've seen these 12 secret signs of feline love, take a moment to think, how many of them does your cat show you? If even a few sound familiar, you're not just their caretaker, you're their favorite human in the entire world. Cats may not always shout their feelings the way dogs do, but their love is just as powerful, subtle, deep, and full of hidden messages that only the most attentive humans can understand. So tell me, what's the most unforgettable thing your cat has ever done to show their love? Share it in the comments. I can't wait to hear your stories. And remember, while these signs reveal affection, there are also behaviors that look like love but are actually cries for help. In the next video, we'll uncover the warning signals your cat uses when they're trying to tell you something's wrong. You won't want to miss it.